it's Michigan to start out. Now, here's Suggs. Over in the corner, Williams. Inside. And James throws it down hard.
Okay, wow. Oh, man, LeBron James getting acrobatic, putting on a show. I see you, big fella.
Now, here's SGA. So, Richard, one of the focuses of tonight's game was strength in the front court.
Yeah, these teams lean on their bigs heavily. Skill and size, it is always a tough combination, and that is no doubt.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
The Wolverines making a switch here. And it's good for two.
In the paint, LeBron James is capable of running right over the defender. That is athletic.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Now here's Porzingis. Jalen Suggs unable to get his last shot to go. And a Dubre, the drive.
A powerful finisher. Dubre Jr. You deserve to get dunked on when you let him get inside. And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow. Now, here's SGA. Offensive rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. When LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be, what will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded over it.
So they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. SGA into the lane. Pocket forward. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, look, when Porzingis has it there, there's not much you can do defensively.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Michigan.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And another thing, Coach will be thrilled with the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
SGA double team. Siakam's shot is off. And Suggs throws it down.
Raw speed helps Suggs out there, keeping him ahead of the defense
On a fast break.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Back to you.
He can lock it down. Okay, Allie, thanks. Nice break. Here come the Wolverines. Nailed from three-point land. Williams has got his third basket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special. Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
Pass to Siakam. SGA on the wing. The three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
A three for DiVincenzo. The shot comes out. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. And Porzingis, here we go. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, some mobility from the big fella. Nice drive there by Porzingis.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
55 seconds left in the first. Right side, Rozier. To the middle. Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Known as a ferocious scorer, Rozier is also solid at knowing when to give it up.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Gafford. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Pass to Suggs. Outside Williams. Gobert, the screen. Williams, that's good. Williams has got 10 points in the game.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And so it's Michigan holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Shooting the ball so well in this one.
14.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. From what we've seen from Michigan, what's your take so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Just 5 on the clock. Back to Gafford. And stolen by LeBron. Here's Suggs. Here's DiVincenzo. Off target with his three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And here's Green outside. That one's off. He starts the game with the miss. Trips down the breakaway slam.
And the passing instincts of James are just unreal. He has that great sense for when and where to send the ball.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Here goes Gilgeous-Alexander.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drive, something to admire.
LeBron outside. Outside, Suggs. Misses the three. Allen outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. On the shot clock. Outside, Porzingis. Off target from outside. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Wolverines. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 6. Here's Porzingis. Top of the key, Gilgeous-Alexander. Great open look there. And it's 8 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense because of that ability to score.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Allen outside. And Craig, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
It's hard trying to stay down on Porzingis' pump fake because he's so tall, you're trying to get a jump on it. That's why he's so good at getting defenders to bite.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. To the left side wing. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Green by Siakam. 6 to shoot. And a wide open look for SGA. No good. Shot missing.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. And that's an intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Coming onto the floor for the away team.
Down low. Here's LeBron. Good D by Siakam.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Still doing it at this age. Richard, remarkable stuff for LeBron James.
I wasn't sure the day would ever come that we'd actually see him playing on an NBA court with his son Bronny. Back when I was playing with LeBron, it seemed like a bit of a dream.
And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Wolverines leading by 6. Here's LeBron. Pass to DiVincenzo. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. DiVincenzo's got 7 now in this quarter.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Here's LeBron. Point blank range. Too easy for LeBron.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
SGA, no good. And the Wolverines with possession. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
Coming right back with the 3, Porzingis. I love how competitive he is.
Williams double team. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 13 now for the Wolverines. From downtown. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Here's James. Right side, Suggs. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And no good on the last second attempt this time. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Michigan out in front as they end the second quarter with a 13-3 run. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The 9-foot shot. Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
The ideal pick man. Porzingis has a giant frame and can roll to the hoop or pop it out and hit a J in this action.
Doubled by Oubre. Williams for three. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Rudy Gobert. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Outside, SGA. Kicks it out to Allen. Pass to Porzingis. Releases from 15. A basket good off the assist from Allen.
Grayson Allen.
I know Coach loves seeing Porzingis score at will. He has been relentless.
Here's LeBron. Oh, the strength of LeBron.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
And it's slammed in by Williams.
Oh, there is nothing more fun than putting a big guy on a poster. That is the definition of an aggressive play.
Pass to Porzingis. To the inside. Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish. Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you.
Oh,
yes!
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Outside, Suggs. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. And the game getting more spread out. Do you think RJ will ever see an NBA 4-point line?
I doubt it, but I guess you never know. I personally don't think it's a good idea. I think the game needs tweaks, not changes.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Oubre. Oh, with authority.
That is a monster finish.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And an intentional foul right there.
Personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the Wolverines now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Williams scanning the floor. Just 5 to shoot. The shot from the low post is good. Williams has got 17.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
In the corner, it's Oubre. Deflects the pass. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Wolverines grab the miss. And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot. Well, the game is going global. Players Association President and sharpshooter C.J. McCollum said, with all the NBA players who weren't born in the United States, we're attracting fans from those places, and it's going to make our game better. And that's what we want at the end of the day. Kevin?
Crossing over the borders. Allie, we thank you very much. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And the slam. If Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
.131 left in the third. To the paint. Here's Murray. Outside Rozier. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. Before second violation. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Pass to Coulibaly. Doubled by Murray. Dunn's shot's good. Dunn's got the lead up to 13 now for the Wolverines.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
And the Wolverines with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And stolen by Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And what makes Rozier different is how multidimensional he is. He can really play the one or the two, a legit combo guard.
LeVert in the corner. Over Green. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Wolverines.
40.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So it's the Wolverines now. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
The Wolverines leading by 17. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. James, that's a two-pointer. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so James will bring it up for the Wolverines. Good on the bucket. And the Wolverines lead by 19.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Michigan.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
Allen, that's good.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
They get it back. The kick out to Williams. Drills the three-pointer. Williams has got 9 points here in the second half.
After a tremendous first quarter, 3 trays, he's put in another.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
Exum with a wide open look. And Michigan another three.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Good.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
That's to Gobert. And here is Williams. Here's LeBron. Tries again. Here's Suggs. Launches a three. And it's Exum in the corner. Williams for three. Allen with the rebound. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's foul number 2 for him. And Michigan making a change here. And it's SGA penetrating.
One of the quickest players in the league. Once Gilgeous-Alexander gets a step on you, it's over.
Pass to Williams. Williams double team. Back to LeBron. Now here's Gobert. 4 on the clock. Here's the drive. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And from what we've seen so far, guys, don't hold your breath.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job sliding through the screen.
Trained from outside.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Suggs with the steal. Goes up. And Suggs throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Which current player do you think is on that Richard Jefferson path to becoming an NBA analyst?
First of all, to hear you, Kevin Harlan, say that blows my mind. But I think Draymond Green, CJ McCollum, there's some very, very good players out there that are way more experienced in the media coming out than ours. And James is terrifying on his drive, especially when you give him a long to the bag.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Shot clock at 6. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Yep, that's going to go in.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Suggs can't connect from long distance. Siakam fires. Buries the deep ball.
And that was all set up by the attack of SGA, getting deep in and spraying it out there for the triple.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Wolverines.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Williams.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Here's DiVincenzo. It's tipped. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. 3. Good. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Williams. James outside. Clock at 6. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
At the line for your Wolverines.
And the technical free throw is good. .15 game. Now DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5. Puts up the 3. And so it's Michigan taking care of